Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are in Corpus Christi, following the Texas Tropical Trail at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. Now, this is a pretty cool museum in Corpus Christi that offers a lot for you to see. It's got a lot of history stuff, a lot of science stuff, so it's pretty cool to come here and visit and take in your fill of both. They've got native Mesoamerican art. They've got these really cool panels that show you what life was like back then in Mexico. They've got some of the art, some of the artifacts that you can see. It's pretty cool to check these out and feel like you were in back then during those times. I like the view of the Spaniards attacking the city. Anyways, also, you can see several replicas of what life was like back then. It shows you a lot of historical artifacts, a lot of things that were important to the New World, and a lot of things that were important to the history of Corpus Christi itself. It does a pretty good job of going from pre-Columbian times to modern times, so it's definitely worth checking out. Plus, they got dioramas. I always love dioramas. But this showcase what it would be like to be living in the area during various times along the Gulf Coast and in Corpus Christi. There definitely is a lot of information there, a lot of things to read, a lot of artifacts. This museum sort of surprised me. I remember coming here back in the 90s and thinking, eh. But when I came back, I was like, oh, no, this has always actually been a pretty cool museum. And they got this dome replica or recreation of what a dome would look like with actual parts from back then. It's one of my favorite rooms. Like all the pieces there are actually from back in the 17 or 1600s. It's pretty cool. Plus, you can see some art. Some art is always nice to see. And treasure. Those are all treasures from sunken ships and stuff. But there's a lot to learn, especially if you're into the Spanish history of Texas. This is definitely a place to come and learn about the era and about the time. Um, I myself have been trying to learn about as much of Texas as possible. So I've always enjoyed these exhibits because it teaches me more about what life was like in Texas when it was first taken by the Spaniards. And of course, it doesn't forget its Native American roots, and there's a Carranca one and stuff like that. So come check it out. You'll learn a lot. And I like that it doesn't ignore certain eras. So there'll be plenty of stuff from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. That's a cattle house. I've never actually seen one, so it was pretty cool to see it. And of course, it's got some more contemporary stuff like Selena stuff. Oh my gosh, it's Selena! Who was from here in Corpus Christi, so that's what her statue was going to look like. Thankfully, they changed it because that's not Selena, is it? And that's her face. That is definitely Selena's face. Like I said, they have eras of all Texas history, and they have a mosasaur there because Texas was once covered by an inland sea, so it was kind of cool that they also showcased some of that. You know, dinosaurs were here in Texas. Ice Age animals were here in Texas also. So it was kind of cool seeing that. So this museum really is pretty cool, pretty state of the art. It shows you a lot. Definitely a lot to learn. If you bring your kids here, they will definitely enjoy an hour or two of learning. Plus, you get to learn about all those pipes and those refineries because there's way too many pipes. Plus, they have gems and stones and even more fossils and stuff. Plus, malacology. I love malacology. So, this museum is pretty cool. Plus, they got dioramas of what different ecosystems would look like. And you can actually check out the birds that you've been wanting to check out, but you can't because they fly away. and they got a replica of what a actual ship would look like. So it's kind of cool actually being on one because you don't realize how small they are. And they've got one of the shipwreck pieces there, which is pretty cool. But those ships were actually a lot smaller than you think. Most of it was for cargo. But that's the Texas Corpus Christi Museum for you. So check it out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.